They just feel good about what they're saying about their guy and making their point, yet it makes no sense and it's just complete all bullshit. Welcome back to the show. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get right to it. First topic, Tulsi Gabbard has referred Obama to the Department of Justice for a criminal investigation. Go ahead, roll the clip.
Any of this new information implicates former President Obama in criminal behavior?
We have referred and will continue to refer all of these documents to the Department of Justice and the FBI to investigate the criminal implications of this.
For even former President Obama?
Correct. The evidence that we have found and that we have released directly point to President Obama leading the manufacturing of this intelligence assessment. There are multiple pieces of evidence and intelligence that confirm that fact.
Yeah, so you have to admit, it's looking pretty bad for Obama. Things are definitely going down right now. Everybody got all up in arms about the Epstein files and, oh my God, Trump, what's he doing? What's he doing? I don't even really think Trump cares about that very much. I mean, sure, he cares probably about like 10% on the grand scheme of everything that's going on. But this whole Obama investigation, this is what the guy really cares about right now. You know, he's basically been saying it since 2020 that they spied on his campaign and, you know, they committed treason. They're all guilty. I mean, the guy's been saying it for years, you know, so he's been waiting a good 4 years to just continue with this investigation and basically take Barack Obama down. You know, that's what's really going on here. The guy, he had to wait 4 years because he had everything in line in 2020. He was going to release everything and let it be known. But then, you know, everything in 2020 happened and then the guy got faked and, you know, and then Biden gets in there and next thing you know, he's got to wait 4 years to just blow the lid off this whole thing. And it really seems like just Obama, Hillary, Comey, everybody involved with Russia, and Hillary and her emails. It's just like, it seems like there might be some people actually getting taken down, and we might be seeing some arrests, some huge high-profile arrests. And could you imagine if Barack Obama gets arrested? I mean, I just don't even know what happened. You could be seeing riots. You could be seeing just people losing their minds, just ending it all. You never even know, right? You never even know, but I'm here for it. This is what I voted for. We got to clear the swamp, get all the corrupt people out of it, and make America great again. But all right, let's get to the next topic here. You don't hate CNN enough, folks. Right as Tulsi Gabbard was beginning to outline all the documents and everything that basically proves Obama committed treason, they cut her audio and just start saying some random stuff. Go ahead, roll the clip.
Multiple intelligence community assessments released in the months leading up to the November 2016 election concluded that Russia had neither the intent nor capability to impact the outcome of the U.S. election. On December 5th.
We've been listening there to the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, continuing on what has now been a multi-day effort, not only with public statements like this, but release of documents to attempt to back up the quite extreme allegation that President Obama is guilty of treason and that he worked in some sort of conspiracy with Hillary Clinton, etc., in the assessment.
First of all, do you think at this point CNN and everybody at the top just completely hates America and only wants to see the downfall of America? Because what they do, it definitely doesn't get ratings and it's definitely not making money. So at the core of CNN, it must just be we hate America and all we want to see is the demise and that's all we're going to report, you know? And for the people who actually watch CNN, I don't get how you could be so stupid and not be aware of what's going on and just how corrupt it is and how just they're not really giving you the real news, you know? Like they basically, if you're one of those people who watches CNN, you're at the mercy of just what they're willing to show you and how they want to present the narrative. It's like, yeah, no, like right as they're about to say everything that Obama did and prove that the guy basically committed treason, oh yeah, no, we're just gonna cut. It's not important. You know, CNN seems to think that that's not important, just all the information being laid out there for you, right? And then the people who watch the network just go out there and they just, you know, talk about how, oh yeah, no, Obama never did anything. He never did anything because they don't get it put right in their face, you know, like they should, like real journalism does. Is like you would think like, oh yeah, of course we want to hear Tulsi outline all the corruption, but no, we're going to cut her mic and we're going to, you know, move on to the next story that's an anti-Trump story, you know. So these viewers of CNN, that's all they're getting is they're not getting the real information. They're not even getting really any information. They're just getting, yeah, okay, that was Tulsi Gabbard in the White House press briefing room. Let's get on to the next thing. Trump says blah, blah, blah. You know, that's it. And that's how this TDS and that's how all these stupid morons who watch CNN come to their conclusions. And, oh, you know, the felon, the convicted felon, and, you know, oh, geez, he's a threat to our democracy, and oh my God, he's going to overthrow the government, and all that. This is exactly how it happens. They never see the real news. That's CNN for you. But all right, let's get to the next topic here. So Whoopi Goldberg went on this unhinged Obama rant about presidential immunity. Go ahead, roll the clip.
A sitting president just accused a former president of treason. Now, do people realize how serious an allegation this is? And for me, didn't the Supreme Court, under the guidance of this president, say that presidents have immunity? So that would mean that nothing Obama did, because you didn't say no, that only you have immunity. You said presidents. So this means you have no right to try to take him to court because he did what he did as president. So how does that work? Is it only you who is clear, or are they all clear? In which case, President Biden might be, you know, kicking some new stuff up to you too. Because if you say nobody has immunity, or everybody, you have to decide which way you're going to go.
Yeah, so Whoopi's just seeing her whole world crumbling down in front of her. Her messiah, Barack Obama, you know, the guy who got change, and yes, we did, is just being exposed as like the most corrupt president of all time. And she's got to just wear it and, you know, come to terms with the fact that, oh my God, Barack Obama, the greatest president, you know, it's just a corrupt POS, basically, you know what I'm saying? And these people, obviously, they can't handle it because, you know, when their messiah gets taken down like that and just their God, Barack Obama, they really have nothing left at the end, you know, because it's like, what do you even believe anymore? This guy was so great, but now it just turns out that, oh my God, he might be like brought down on treason charges, you know? I mean, if the guy is brought down on treason charges, do you think, how is Whoopi going to spin that one? How are all the Obama lovers going to spin the, oh yeah, no, he did not do that? You don't even know how they're going to spin it because there really is no legitimate spin at that point. But you know they'll try because they always do, and they're all... When you're a left-wing, liberal, Democrat, pundit, your credibility doesn't matter. So at that point, they're just going to say lies and keep spewing lies right in your face so that basically they just feel good about what they're saying about their guy and making their point. Yet it makes no sense and it's just complete all bullshit. But all right, let's get to the next topic here. Baltimore Ravens head coach John Harbaugh completely pretty much shut down this reporter's question about Trump. Go ahead, roll the clip.
Past Donald Trump has said, you know, denigrating things about Baltimore, including no Jews who want to live there. You know, as a prominent representative of Baltimore.
Well, how you frame that question? I would frame the question like, you got a chance to go visit with the president, man. What was that experience like? It was amazing. It was awesome. And I promise you, I root for our president. You know, I want our president to be successful, just like I want my quarterback to be successful, and I want my team to be successful. And it was an amazing experience. You know, it's not often you get invited and you get a chance to do something like that as a family. You know, we were there. My daughter was there. Jim's daughters were there. My mom and dad were there. My mom and President Trump. You know, just seeing how he treated her was really meaningful.
You have to love how he just completely turned it around and made it all about how great it was, you know. See, these reporters and these mainstream media woke reporters, they're always looking for that gotcha moment or like, oh, I'm going to make this guy have to address the fact that he went and met with Trump even though Trump made some disparaging comments about Baltimore. It's all, we need that gotcha moment, right? Like, we're just going to have to make this guy apologize for doing something. And like, it's just nobody wants to deal with that anymore. Like, that's why mainstream media is just completely dying, is because people see right through it. We all know that that was just a question for a gotcha moment, or we're going to try to cancel this guy if he doesn't immediately apologize for going and seeing the president. You know, there is these questions where like, oh yeah, if he doesn't just profusely apologize for supporting the president or even going to the Oval Office, we're going to try to get this guy canceled. That's what that was. That was like we're going to try to get this guy canceled if he doesn't just completely bow down to the woke mob and apologize for going to the Oval Office and meeting the president, right? Like, that is the mainstream media in a nutshell. It's like, if you do anything we don't like, we're going to ask you a question to make it look like if you don't just completely bow down and apologize for what you did, you're going to get canceled. And nobody deals with that anymore. It's completely dying. Everybody sees right through it. And we're just done with that. That's why social media is way bigger than mainstream media now, because that's all you really get with the mainstream media people. Just woke, stupid questions that are just there to get them that are got you moments. But all right, that's it for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll be seeing you.